Hare Krishna, Prabhu, can you make me a host? Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, everyone. Dandavat Pranam to all devotees. First of all, I'd like to thank all the Japalites. A warm welcome to short Bhagavatam class. Today, we'll be discussing on Srimad Bhagavatam 1.18.7. So now let's start with short Kirtan. Jayo Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jayo Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Gopijan Vallabha Girivardhari Jaya Gopijan Vallabha Girivardhari यशोदनंदन व्रजजन रंजन यशोदनंदन व्रजजन रंजन यशोदानंदन व्रजजन रंजन यशोदनंदन व्रजजन रंजन यमुना तीरावनचारी यमुना तीरावनचारी जयो राधा माधवा कुंज बिहारी जयो राधा माधवा कुंज बिहारी हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे जयो राधा माधव राधे जयो राधा माधव राधे जयो गंधर्विक गिरिधारी गौर हरि नित्य गौर हरि बोल हरि बोल नित्य गौर हरि बोल नित्य गौर हरि बोल. So I'd like to share today's verse. Yeah. So today's verse is, which we'll be discussing, is from Srimad Bhagavatam 1.18.7. So Canto 1, 18th chapter, 7th sloka, and chapter title name is Maharaj Parikshit cursed by Brahmin boy. नारायणं नमस्कृत्यं नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयोदीरयेत् नष्टप्रायेषु अभद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवयात् भगवती उत्तमश्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टिकी. The verse goes like this. नानुद्वेष्टिं कलिं सम्राट् सारंग इव सारभोग कुशलानि असुसिद्ध्यन्ति नेतराणि कृतानि यत्. Word to word meaning: never, anudveshti, envious, kalim, unto personality of Kali, Samrat, the emperor, Saranga, realist, like the bee, eva, like Sarabuk, one who accepts the substance, Kuchalani, auspicious objects, Asu, immediately, Siddhyanti, becoming successful, Na, never, Itarani, which are inauspicious, Kritani, being performed, yet, as much as. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. translation goes like this. Maharaj Parikshit was a realist, like the bee who only accepted the essence of the flower. He knew perfectly well that in the age of Kali, auspicious things produce good effects immediately, whereas inauspicious acts must be actually performed to render effects. So he has never envious of the personality of Kali. Purport. The age of Kali is called the fallen age. In this fallen age, because the living beings are in the awkward position, the Supreme Lord has given some special facility to them. So, by the will of the Lord, a living being, does not become a victim of a sinful act until the act is actually performed. In other ages, similarly, in other age, simply by thinking of performing a sinful act, one used to become a victim of that act. On the contrary, a living being in this age is awarded by the results of pious acts. Simply by thinking of them, Maharaj Parikshit, being the most learned and experienced king by the grace of the Lord, was not unnecessarily envious of the personality of Kali because he did not intend to give him any chance to perform any sinful acts. He protected his subjects from falling prey to the sinful acts of the age of Kali, and at the same time he gave full facility to the age of Kali by allotting him some particular places. At the end of Srimad Bhagavatam, it is said that even though all nefarious activities of the personality of Kali are present, there is a great advantage in the age of Kali. One can attain salvation simply by chanting the holy name of the Lord. Thus, Maharaj Parikshit made an organized effort to propagate the chanting of the Lord's holy name, and thus he saved the citizens from the clutches of Kali. It is for this advantage only the great sages sometimes wish all good for the age of Kali. In the Vedas also it is said that by discourse on Lord Krishna's activities, one can get rid of all the disadvantages of the age of Kali. In the beginning of Srimad Bhagavatam, it is also said that the recitation of Srimad Bhagavatam, the Supreme Lord, becomes at once arrested within one's heart. There are some of the great advantages of the age of Kali, and Maharaj Parikshit took all the advantage and did not think any ill of the age of Kali. True of this Vaishnavite cult. That's it. Hare Krishna. This is a very beautiful verse. In this verse, we can learn how we can get rid of the clutches of Kali. So if you see, it is not that Kali entered only when Parikshit Maharaj was there. No, as soon as the Supreme Personality of Godhead departed from this world, we can see that Kali had shown its color because all the inauspicious things were happening. And this was noticed by Yudhishthira Maharaj also. He was thinking, oh, all inauspicious things are happening, might be Lord has been departed from this world. So from this we can know that Kali was started showing his influence before that only, as soon as the Lord left this abode. So in this verse, we will be discussing 4 major points. First one is the nature of Parikshit Maharaj. Secondly, we see how Parikshit Maharaj understood both the good qualities and the bad qualities of Kali and how did he act on that. Thirdly, we can see how he focused on auspicious aspects of Kali rather than sitting and pointing, oh God, Kali did like this, Kali did like that, what to do. Rather than thinking, what is the step which Maharaj Parikshit took. And fourthly, we can see the Yuga Dharma, which is prescribed for this age of Kali Yuga. Okay. So if we see, like in previous slokas, if you see, we can see how Parikshit Maharaj, he wanted to see how his country, how his ruling was going on. So he just stepped out and he could see that bull was standing in one leg and cow was lamenting without the cough. And next to them, there was a personality standing, a black personality with all the ornaments. He was looking like a king, but he was not actually a king. So all these things we know. And we should not think that Parikshit Maharaj was not strong enough to kill the Kali. He had all the strength and he was capable of killing Kali. But Kali showed his artificial surrender there. So there we can see even Kshatriya Dharma or a Vaishnava, what does he do? Any person who surrenders, might be he is a enemy also. King's responsibility is that he has to give shelter for such a person. So Kali surrenders to Maharaj Parikshit and requests a place to stay. So as a praja, he wants a place to stay, right? So the same thing, the same request he keeps in front of Maharaj Parikshit. Maharaj Parikshit is very smart. What he does, he first offers four places. That is the place where falseness, intoxication, animal slaughtering, and prostitution. Where these four place things are going on, there you can go and stay. Kali happily goes. He goes to door and sees, but he cannot find any place like that. So again, he comes back and approaches Maharaj Parikshit, telling that no, this is not enough. Okay, so this verse goes like this. So before dwelling into this pastimes, we'll just have little prayers. We'll do prayers to our Guru. So Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Chakshurunmilitamena Tasmai Shri Guruvim Namaha. Namo Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prikshtaya Bhutali Srimad Jayapataka Swami Tinamne. Namo Acharya Padaya Nitya Kurpadayane Gaurakata Dhamdaya Nagar Gramatarani. Namo Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prikshtaya Bhutali Srimati Bhakti Vedanta Swami Tinamne. Namaste Saraswati Gavravani Pracharani. Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pashyanta Desatarani. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So like this, it continues. We can see how Maharaj Parikshit, he gave the fifth place also on request of Kali, because the four places were not found in his kingdom. So the fifth place which Maharaj Parikshit gave, it was gold. So it is not said that wherever gold is there Kali is there. Prescribed little amount of gold is prescribed. But not where the abundance of gold is there, that is not prescribed. So there is the place where Kali can stay. So after this, we can see in this sloka, Prabhupada, he compares Parikshit Maharaj to a bee. As a bee, what it does, it extracts only the nectar from the flower and it ignores the rest. So if you see here, there are two kinds of flies. One is the honeybee and another one is the fly, what you call as nona in Kannada. Okay, what does honeybee do? Wherever the flower is there, it will go suck the nectar and it will leave the rest. But what a fly does, fly will go sit on the shit. There only it will produce eggs. There only its life also starts there and death also will be there only. So this is the difference between two flies. So here in this purport, Prabhupada tells that Parikshit Maharaj was like a honeybee. He was extracting only the nectar and rest he used to live. Similarly, we should accept the things which we can do in this Kali Yuga rather than sitting and dwelling on the negative aspects. So this is recommended here. And here the question arises like how we can praise Kali actually. Kali is very bad, right? In the previous slokas, if we see Kali did this, Kali did that, because of the Kali's influence only everything is going on. All these things we saw. But here, and it is also known, they call Kali Yuga as the fallen age. In the purport starting only, Prabhupada tells Kali Yuga is a fallen age. Kali Yuga is full of fights and hypocrisy, and Kali Yuga is dosha nidhi. But in Srimad Bhagavatam 12.3.52, if you see, there is a solution for this. What is that? Whatever results was obtained in Satya Yuga in meditating on Vishnu, in Treta Yuga by performing the sacrifices to the Lord, in Dwapar Yuga just by serving the Lord, the same result can be obtained in Kali Yuga simply by chanting the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra and remembering the pastimes of the Lord. So this is the boon which is given in Kali Yuga. And how is a Vaishnava seeing? Here, the Parikshit Maharaj's quality we can see, the nature we can see. See what happens, for an example, if a person is got 1% good and 99% bad, what happens? The outside world, it always sees the 99% bad and it starts commenting and poking on that. Right? But a Vaishnava is not like that. What he does, if a person has got 1% good also, and 99% bad also, what does he do? He will just see that one person good quality and he'll start praising that person. So Kali did like that. Parikshit Maharaj did the same thing here. So Kali Yuga is known as boon. Why is that? Parikshit Maharaj did the same thing. He gave 5 places to Kali, but he made sure that nowhere Kali could show its color. How he sent the sages to spread the holy name of the Lord. We know that Lord's name, form, qualities, activities, everything is transcendental. It's not different from the Lord himself, right? But Parikshit Maharaj recognized the characteristics of Kali here. And what did he do? He encouraged the chanting movement, and he made sure that Kali could not spread. Okay. So here we need to note that Kali Maharaj was not envious about, Parikshit Maharaj, sorry, Parikshit Maharaj was not envious about the Kali. He thought that everything what is happening is going as per God's will, under the code of God. So Kali was acting as per God's will only. Further, if you see in this verse, we can discuss 2 points, 2 major aspects. That is the good effects of the Kali Yuga and bad effects of the Kali Yuga. If you see the negative effects, you can see here decline in morality and virtues. There is no value for the what is that morality or virtues. There is no place for that. Okay. But second point, you can see that there is reduction of lifespan. What happens? Unwanted addictions and unwanted things from due to which we are reducing our own lifespan. This is happening. This is the negative effect. Thirdly, you can see social and political disorder. So there is degrade in the culture, in the society, in the political people are also acting differently, not as per the scriptures. And you can see that corruption rate is going high. You can see bribe is going high. So everything is happening. So this is the influence of Kali. And here, loss of spiritual understanding. Even that is not there. But the good effects of Kali, what is that? The good effects of Kali Yuga, you can see here, easy and accessibility to spiritual literatures. It is very easy and it is very, what is that? Easily we can read and understand. Okay, and we can focus on the devotional service. How can we do that? We can do it by approaching a guru. So Gopal Krishna Goswami tells one word. It is said that everyone is got mother and father, but only a few are fortunate enough to have a spiritual father. Okay, so here we can understand that how important a guru is, a spiritual master, how important he is, because he is the only person who can take out of this Janma Mrityu Jara Vyadhi and repeated cycle of birth and death. Because as we know, this Kali Yuga, not only Kali Yuga, this human life, it is like Punarati Jananam, Punarati Maranam. After this life, again, you have to take another life. Right. Even Brahma also, if you see, like a person approached Brahma, like if you see, like Hiranyakashipu, what did he do? He did thousands of years of tapas just to fulfill his wish. But what did Brahma tell? He told, like when Hiranyakashipu asked, I want to stay for long, I don't want to die, and all those rules and regulations. Brahma tells only one thing: there is death for Brahma also. In earth there is 100 years given for the human beings. In the same way, whichever loka you go, even if you go to Swarga loka also there is 100 years. After that there is death. If you take Brahma's calculation also, as per Brahma loka, in Brahma loka, as per Brahma's calculation also, there is 100 years. And if you go to Chandra loka, there also, wherever you go, there is calculation. As per that, 100 years only is being given. After that, death is fixed. Again, next person will be coming to that place. But this earth is Dukkalayam Ashashvatam. Nothing is permanent, right? And here we can see that in this good effects of this Kali Yuga is that we get opportunity for rapid spiritual growth. How? When you are in the association of devotees, when you take shelter of a guru, when you start offering prasadam and distributing prasadam, when you read scriptures, when you chant the holy name, when you do all these things, there are chances of rapid progress in spiritual platform. In Kali Yuga, there is one benefit. What is that? See, whatever you do, good things, if you imagine also, the benefit will be there. But the bad things effect you will not get only by remembering, but you need to perform that. For example, I would like to share you one thing. See, somewhere you have gone outside, you can't do perform arti that day at home. So you just mentally you just think that I've kept all the arti plate ready, the conch shell, the flowers, the agarbatti, whatever is required, that the plate is ready, and you mentally you just offer the flowers, water, you offer the conch shell to the Lord, you do mentally perform the puja, that effect will be there, that results you will get. Okay, but the bad things, whatever you think, you by thinking you don't get that benefit. By acting that only you will get the effect of that. So that is the boon which is given in Kali Yuga. But if you compare to other yugas, what happens in other yugas? It was not like that. Only if you not only good you need to perform, and bad things. What happens if you think only you are getting the negative effects? So if you take Ajamila, he just saw the meeting of two people and his complete mood only changed. And he had to face the consequences later until he get liberated. He got liberated. Okay. So these are the things. But the Kali Yuga is so fortunate that even by imagining also, we are getting the fruitful results. So in Srimad Bhagavatam, if you see, it is said that though Kali Yuga is showing its negative effects, the great advantage is one can attain salvation simply by chanting the holy name of the Lord. And it is also said that by reading Srimad Bhagavatam, what happens? Lord becomes arrested in the hearts. So it is not only we read the Srimad Bhagavatam, but if we apply what is there in the scriptures, what happens? The life will go smoothful, and there is a chance like God gets arrested in the heart. That is told in this verse. So similarly, as Parikshit Maharaj, what he does, he gave a boon to Kali Maharaj, and apart from that, what did he do? He organized effort to propagate the chanting of the holy name in his world. But here we can see, like this, we can take great advantage of the age of Kali and overcome the influence of Kali in this age. So, as we know, this is like Kali Yuga is full of quarrel and hypocrisy, but there is one Vaishnava quality which we need to see. That is the good things. The good things we need to take from this Kali Yuga, and we need to act accordingly. And we need to make one note of this is that we have to always take the shelter of Harinama, which is the only way to get out of this world. So here, what does Parikshit Maharaj do? Parikshit Maharaj, he got a death note of 7 days because he was cursed by Shringi, Brahmin boy Shringi. But what did he do? Parikshit Maharaj, he had all the rights to curse back Shringi, or he had all the rights to chop off his head or do something. But Parikshit Maharaj did not do that. What did he do? He took the shelter of Sukadev Goswami. He approached, and both of them fasted for 7 days, 7 day and night. And what did they do? They were busy in thinking and hearing about Krishna. So here it is told that Harir Nama, Harir Nama, Harir Nama, Iva Kevalam, Kalau Nasteva, Nasteva, Nasteva Gatir Anyataha. So in this world of quarrel and hypocrisy, there is no other way. There is no other way. There is no other way. Only to surrender to the holy name, surrender to the holy name, and get out of this world. That is the only way. So in this verse, if you see, this verse emphasizes that even though Kali Yuga has its influence, it also offers an advantage for spiritual advancement through chanting and hearing about the Lord. So what is prescribed here? If you want to come out of the clutches of Kali, the only thing which is prescribed here is we need to take shelter of the Harinama. So here I would like to end up today's discussion on this verse. I would like to thank Matrapati Prabhu and Parabhakti Mataji for giving me a wonderful opportunity to speak few words on this sloka. So, Grantraj Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Jagat Guru Shri Prabhupada ki jai, Patapan Guru Maharaj ki jai. Hare Krishna. I'd like to request others to add on few points on this verse. Thank you. Hare Krishna.